Hi, this is an explanation for week 3. I'm on week 3 from the weekly lessons page, and I want to remind you that you need to do a discussion this week, a virtual discussion for the Caldecott book that you were assigned to your group. Make sure you select a different leader and make sure that leader records your discussion. Don't be afraid to experiment. That's what this is all about. It's not only for you to discuss the book, but it's also to experiment with WebEx. And then I want you to send that link of your group discussion to me. And you also need to remember that you have to continue posting in your reader's response each book that you've discussed. You can create a blog entry before the discussion, or you can do it after. It's pretty much separate from your discussion, but sometimes the discussion does help you write something in your blog, and you're welcome to do that. Then you're going to send me the link to your blog if you haven't done so already. I have some, but I don't have everybody's yet. The next group activity, and each week we do a group activity, that's part of being online, is that you collaborate and that you do communicate and work with others, even though you are isolated or working by yourself at your home or your workplace or at the library, wherever that you're completing your work. So you do have a group activity almost every single week. So you're going to use your virtual discussion group this week, and you're going to reflect on chapters 1 through 3 by using one of the following apps that you're going to find within this folder. And I'm going to click on that after I've explained the whole week to you. So there are some ideas for apps or sites that you can use and try out to add your reflection, your highlights of chapters 1 through 3 of our textbook. If you're the first person on your group's list, and you'll know that if you look over in the group's page here, you will find your group, and if you're the first person in the list, then you're going to be the leader. If you don't see it there, you'll see it here where I have also added your virtual discussion group list. So if you're the first person, you're going to be the leader, and you're going to make sure your group selects an app or tool or a web tool to use. And if you're the third person on your group's list, you're going to make sure everyone has provided some information that they plan to highlight. And if you're the last person, you're going to make sure those chapters are significantly highlighted. This may take some communication from all of you as a group. One of your independent activities this week is to learn more about postmodernism. So you're going to read both of the articles in the folder, and you're going to locate a postmodern picture book, and I have provided a list, and you can pick from that list, or if you know of another postmodern book that you would like to use, you're more than welcome to use that. You do not need to purchase the book. You can go to the libraries, the university library, or the public library, or you can find it online, and you're going to use the information that you learned from the articles or another article that you might have found on postmodernism picture books, and you're going to create a 4-point critique of why or why not the book you selected is a good postmodern book based on that information you read about. You may find some information in our textbook as well. You'll need to make sure that you've supported your 4 points with evidence, and you need to make sure you cite that information in your work, and you're going to post that document in your week 3 wiki. The other independent activity is on the topic of visual literacy. You're going to again peruse the resources linked to Blackboard this week in this folder here, and which is about visual literacy, and you're going to research the internet and locate an idea that you would use to strengthen visual literacy in the classroom using picture books. You don't need to create a lesson plan for this now. I'm just asking for an idea that you're going to elaborate on. You're going to post your idea. You can link the resource where you have your idea from. If you use a picture book, you're going to cite the reference the picture book using APA citation, and you're going to explain how your students will benefit from that idea. So not only are you writing about an idea that you found on the internet, you are also going to write about how your students benefit from that, and you're going to comment on at least one of your colleagues' postings. If you comment on more, I'll give you extra credit. I love giving extra credit. So if you want some extra credit, by all means, comment on more than one of your colleagues' postings. You're going to put everything in this week 3 wiki, which is here. So let me click on some of these folders so you can actually see what's inside while I'm here with you explaining the chapter. This week, I mean. So here are some apps you can use. Here are some digital tools you can use. And here's 101 Web 2.0 tools that you can select and learn more about. And you need to pick just one tool, one site, one Web 2.0 tool that you're going to use as a group to highlight chapters 1 through 3. And you're going to divide up the chapters so that each group member does participate and do a part of the highlighting. If I go back to the work, here is the folder for postmodernism, and here are the resources that are in there. These are the 2 articles that do directly link to the library this week. For some reason I was able to get them to link to the library. Sometimes I can't, and then when that happens I'll tell you what to do. Here's a list of postmodern picture books for you to use, so you can pick one of those books or another book of your choosing that you know that's a postmodernism picture book. And here's a link to the week 3 wiki. I'm going to go back to the folder again, and here is the visual literacy folder. I'm going to click on that. Here's a video about visual literacy. Here's a PowerPoint. It doesn't have sound. You'll have to read into it, but I think you'll be able to understand visual literacy better following that PowerPoint. And then here's an article and some questions that you might ask students when they're working in regards to visual literacy. And here's a link to week 3 wiki. Again, I posted in this folder so you see that it's there. I'm going to go back to the weekly folder. And that's it for this week. Here again is the week 3 wiki. And you are welcome to start at any time. Again, you have 9 days. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Send me an email, send me a text. I will try to get back to you as quickly as I can with the response. And I will see you online. I've been enjoying working with you online. And good luck this week.